Okay, hey all, I'm going to show you how to light a Bunsen burner. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a Bunsen burner. And the next thing you want to do is when you put it on the counter, you want to make sure that the gas is in the off position. And it's in the off position, you can see, when it forms this 90-degree angle right here. When I bring the handle to become perpendicular to the gas jet, you'll hear a hissing noise, and that way you'll know that the natural gas is coming out. Right now it's off, and so we have an emergency shut-off valve here in the back of the classroom. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. And so now we've got gas coming to each one of the jets in this classroom. All right, the next thing that you want to do is, because you're working with the flame, is you want to take off anything that might get caught in the flame, such as scars, hair, all that great stuff. And you want to put on your goggles. Once that happens, you're going to look at your Bunsen burner, and there's two things that you want to think about. The first thing is this dial right here, which controls how much gas is going from the tube into the Bunsen burner. And the next thing that you want to look at is this dial right here, which controls how much oxygen can get to the flame once it's lit. I like to start off with it slightly less than halfway, and if I turn it all the way in, that's going to turn off the gas, so I'll pull it about halfway out, okay? Once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the gas jet. You want to make sure that it's really securely on there, and you are set to go. All right, so what you're going to do first is, before you turn it on, is you want to light the match. My favorite way to light a match is I like to put it in between the front and the back, and I'll just pull it this way, and it's lit. Once it's lit, you can turn on the gas, and there's a hissing noise. Then the next thing that you want to do is you want to bring your match up along the side of the Bunsen burner and then light it. Now this is a great flame for two reasons. It's mostly blue. If I were to add some more oxygen to it by turning it this way, oops, I just extinguished it. If it were to go out, and in this case it did, you want to immediately turn off the gas, adjust it, so I wanted to keep it in that position, and maybe because so much gas was going through it, I'm just going to tighten it up a little bit. So let's try it out this way. It's about a little less than closed, a little less than halfway towards being closed. I'm going to light it again, light my match rather. I'm going to turn on the Bunsen burner. I'm going to take it up the side and then bring it to the top. And you can see it's not quite there, so I'm going to have to make an adjustment. I can either decrease. All right, let's see. I have too much oxygen going to it, so I'm just going to make it even less. I'm also going to tighten up how much gas can go to it. So I'm going to make it less gas, less oxygen. Okay, third time's a charm. Let's see what happens. Again, I'm going to light it first. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to bring it in, and we've got a nice flame. It's mostly blue, and we're set to go. Next thing you want to think about, I've been putting my matches here on the surface to cool off. What you can also do is run your matches underneath the sink to make sure that they're not going to set anything on fire if you were to throw it in the garbage. But please don't put matches in the sink. When you're done with it, don't blow it out. If you want your Bunsen burner to go out, just turn it back into that 90-degree shape.